Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Very good evening to you, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
It's my great pleasure to welcome Professor Dr. Vaman B. Goody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So thanks for accepting my invitation and becoming a part of this particular important session, and that too on examination reforms. So today I'm having with me one of the esteemed personality from St. Joseph Engineering College, Bangalore, Professor Dr. Vaman B. Goody. He has completed his BTech, MTech, and PhD, and that too in probably electronics and communication, if I'm right. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And this St. Joseph Engineering College, Bangalore, now they are calling it as a Mangaluru probably.
Mangalore, yes, sir.
Mangaluru is
Yes.
affiliated to one of the pioneering university, and again that to a technological university, that is Vishweswara Technological University, which is located at Belgavi in Karnataka. Now, why I'm calling this one as a pioneering technological university, the reason behind this one is that they are probably the first one to start a technological university, and the others ones are following this particular university across India. Most of the things or most of the reforms that has been carried out with the help of technology or with the help of an ICT, it was implemented and it was carried out at Vishwesvaraya Technological University, and then the others are following it. So it's my pleasure to welcome you, sir, and we'll be not only discussing it from the point of view of the examination reform, but I would also like to discuss about the type of model that you are having as far as this particular Vishwesvaraya Technological University is concerned.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as far as St. Joseph Engineering College is concerned, they are having engineering stream. They are also having business administration, and they are also having computer application. The UG courses are there, the PG courses are there, and at the same time, research activities are happening at this particular esteemed institute.
Yes, sir.
So, so my first question to you is, sir. Now, since you are an autonomous institute, but affiliated to Vishwesvaraya Technological University. So, what sort of a model you are having, sir?
Sir, actually, we have means because of the autonomy, we have our own curriculum and assessment module. However, but we need to follow the guidelines of the university. So, as per the guidelines, we have set up all the systems over here, sir. So, but we design our own curriculum again within the norms of the university, whatever the guidelines they have set. So right now we are going with 50% of the formative and 50% of the summative.
Okay, that's great, really great. Now the thing is that now, as far as the various modules that has been implemented by Vishwesvaraya Technological University, uh, so you to follow those particular models, or you are having your own system, own ERP, own CRM sort of a system that has been implemented or might be taken from a third party and you are using it at your place?
Yes, sir. Right now, since we are 1 year of autonomy, we have 1 year of autonomy now.
Okay.
We have our own ERP.
Yeah.
And we follow what means again we are trying to develop our own right now we have means we have taken the third party ERP system, so we are trying to build up our own ERP modules.
So prior to getting the autonomy, you were affiliated to Vishwesvaraya only.
Yes, sir, we are affiliated
So
to
you,
Vishwesvaraya
so,
Technological
so
University.
you are following the whole the system of the
Whatever
VTO
the,
only.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Whatever the curriculum and examination was done by them only.
yeah.
And I was just to I want to inform you, I worked as a special officer in the VTU.
Yes, yes. I have seen one of
Uh,
the letter that somewhere I got it. So whatever the
yes, sir.
information that I have tried to retrieve it as far as Professor Vaman Gudi is concerned, somewhere I have seen that particular letter that has been issued by VTO. Yes, yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. So since I had that experience, whatever the experience I have from that work culture, so here I am using it, sir.
So you are also handling you are also associate professor in electronics and communication and engineering, and at the same time handling the charge of controller of examination.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So it's an additional charge that has been given to you.
yes, sir.
So how difficult to cope up with both the things?
Right now, since only 1 year has happened, means I didn't found much of difficulty. And as I told you, sir, because of my experience in
Experience,
VTU,
exactly.
so I am not having any great difficulty over here.
Hmm.
And all the we means our system is so nice, sir. Everybody is totally cooperating.
Yeah, yeah. Now the question that I want to ask you, sir. Normally in every state or even the central universities, we are having a conventional sort of a structure, and then we are having for engineering or maybe now in your case you are having just an engineering, then business administration and computer application sorts of courses. But in other
Yes,
state,
sir.
in addition to engineering, even pharmacy and architecture are part of the technological university. But because in our case in Maharashtra, I'm at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University. So ours is also a technological university, and we are affiliated the engineering colleges, the pharmacy colleges, the architecture colleges, and hotel management colleges. Now, when you try to compare it with conventional university, how different is technological university?
Sir, our university is totally for the technical courses only. So our university is not giving any affiliation to the non-technical courses like whatever you have said, sir, hotel management or some other courses. But current VC is planning to have that, sir.
It's because of
And
NEP?
under the ambit of NEP, he was planning to have those courses in the under the ambit of VTU.
Yeah,
But we have other means along with that university, we have some conventional university. Many conventional universities are there in Karnataka,
yeah,
and almost around 9 to 10 private universities are also existing in Karnataka. They have that module, whatever you have told. So those universities, they are taking up all the technical courses as well as non-technical courses.
yeah. Now, few of the things that has been carried out at VTO, because since you
Yes,
are
sir.
part of VTO and you have also worked with VTO, something in the form of the digital evaluation system,
Correct, sir.
probably what I think is that for the first time in India, it was implemented at VTO. Then
Yeah.
online services like delivery of question paper, that
Yes, sir.
on the examination day itself, first hour prior to the examination, you send the question paper, and that too in an online fashion. Again, you are the first in order to carry out this particular activity. Then obviously result processing and announcement, then the photocopy. Then since it was a on-screen evaluation, it becomes much more easier to give the photocopy in the PDF format, and student will not have to wait for months in order to get declared his, not only to get the photocopy, but even to get the result of the evaluation. Then at VTU, there is also an implementation for the PG as well as for the doctoral courses. That is the thesis evaluation and
Yes,
on-screen
sir.
evaluation. So it's because of the technology, or it's the technological university, or that is making things much more easier for these universities when you try to compare it with the conventional university.
Very much true, sir. Now, or along means adding to it, whatever you have told, sir. Now we are delivering means VTU is delivering the PDC through online only, sir.
It is just for the sake of the other who will be listening to this one. Just
Provisional degree certificates.
yes,
Provisional degree certificate before the convocation.
yeah.
So once the convocation is over, VTU is issuing the degree certificates. But prior to that,
Hmm.
before the convocation, somebody wants that degree has been completed to show means to produce somewhere.
Hmm.
So we are issuing that through online only, sir.
Yeah,
So no manual intervention or student need not post the things to VTU. Simply they have to post it through means portal. They will be getting their PDC within a day or two.
yeah. So
So and as you told, sir, rightly told, it is the online evaluation means on-screen evaluation had given lot of this one, sir. Ease of
Yes, exactly.
evaluation, faster processing. So you believe or not, sir, within 10 days of the examination of the, I mean, all 220 colleges in Karnataka, VTU has given the results within 10 days for the seventh semester.
That's really appreciable. And when the vicinity is the entire state, then obviously getting those papers, sending it to the respective regional centers, then carrying out the evaluations, it was at such a
Yes, sir.
huge task. But because of the technology that is getting involved, things are becoming much more easier.
Yes, sir. Now we are having only the time consuming factor is the scannings,
Exactly.
but still we have sophisticated systems. So there, within one day, it scans around 50,000 of scripts.
Yeah. So a lot of vendors that are available in the market, and probably I'm not, if I'm not wrong, even VTU has developed carried out the development in-house, probably for
Yes,
this
sir.
one,
We have our indigenous
indigenous system.
examination system management.
And once I have visited some 2 3 years back, and even they are ready to give this particular software even to other universities if they are ready to take it and even to train them.
Yes, sir. Now also they are ready.
Yeah.
Even VTU is ready to customize as per your requirement.
So again, one more important thing that I would like to share it with those who will be listening to this particular interviews. So whichever university will be interested in, I don't know whether it will be a procurement or something like that, but definitely VTU is the university which is definitely going to give it to you all this particular technological aspect to your university, and not only they will be giving it to you, but at the same time they will be training it to you. So
Yes, sir.
if anyone has to procure this one, or if anyone has to get into this particular aspect, you can meet Professor Goody, or you can contact Professor Goody, or you can straight away contact the VTU.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely, I will help you out in getting that procurement.
Yeah.
So
Now
I'll
now the
speak to
uh,
registrar evaluation.
So you're right. You have pointed the issue of the PDC, that prior to the final certificate, or prior to the convocation, you do provide the PDC online to the student. Now the question that
Yes.
arises about the data integrity or the data secrecy, sir. What has been observed in our day-to-day life when we administer, or when we are sitting on the chair of the controller of examination or director board of examination and evaluation, at least 1 or 2 degrees of mark sheet in 10 that comes for verification are fake degrees, sir. So how you cope up with this particular data integrity or data secrecy, or such sort of fake degrees?
So we have a multi-core security system, sir.
Okay.
And whatever the grade cards we are giving it out, they have also very much secured papers. It has around in our college, St. Joseph Engineering College,
Okay.
we have around the grade card what we are giving it. It has around 16 security features. It is not easy to copy it, means or duplicate it. So it will be easily identified. It can be easily identified whether it is a duplicate or degree or original degree. And also we have all secure database system which is not accessible to any other third party. Even though we purchased, the means we are having the third party ERP, that data security is with us. If any corrections, it will be controller of examination will be known. Means came to know, is there any corrections is happening somewhere? So alert will be there on my mail as well as my mobile.
So are you thinking of going with blockchain technology?
Sir, we are thinking.
And
Yeah, yes, sir, yes.
is VTU already using it?
VTU is already using it, sir.
Okay.
VTU
Uh,
is already using it.
yeah. And now the question that I want to ask you, sir. Uh, Now, since the type of flexibility that has been given to you by VTU, now you are responsible for you are responsible for the entire academic, designing the syllabus, conduct of examination, declaration of result, and even issuing of degrees, sir.
No, sir. Degree
Degree will
certificate
be
will be
issued
issued by VTU.
by
That's
VTU.
a autonomic
Huh.
system, sir.
So you simply send the data that is once the examination get completed of the final year student, you simply send the data to the VTO, and based on that they come up with the degrees.
Yes, sir. I mean, after the eighth semester,
Yeah.
final semester,
If it is a BTech
we
course,
are
8 semester. If it is a
we are
PG course,
giving the
after
data,
4 semesters.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are giving the data. What is
Okay.
the courses he has gone through? What is the
Hmm.
credits he has earned?
Hmm.
And what is his CGPA? That data only we are giving.
Hmm.
So again, PDC will be issued by us, sir.
Yeah.
Only final degree certificate after the convocation will be given by VT.
Now, in this particular scenario, sir, the question that arises to me is that now when once you have submitted the data to the VTO, and if some sort of a change that is going to take place at your end, then how exactly the replica of that gets carried out at VTO side?
Sir, we cannot make any changes after once we give the data to the VT. It is not possible
So it means that whatever
because
you have given will be final. No changes
yes,
will
sir.
be taking place once the data
No,
has been.
after taking the approval from our academic council and the governing body, we will submit the data.
So only in an exceptional circumstances, if it is a genuine case, then and only then such a sort of a thing that's going to take
No,
place.
no, by taking all that consideration only, we need to submit the data, sir.
Yeah.
We should not, once we give the data, we are not entitled to give make any changes in that.
So what it
Whatever
means
the
is that your data will be final, and the data that will be residing on the VTO side, that will also be final.
yes, sir, that will be same data.
Yeah. So in such a sort of a model, if you go with blockchain, that will be much more a better model that you will be having. That is an autonomous institute getting affiliated to a technological university.
Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. So, and means the draft regulation is there on the autonomy, this one by UGC.
Okay.
So they are, means as per the draft regulation, once you are, you have the autonomous status for 15 years, so that institution will be called as permanently autonomous status,
Yeah.
means permanently having the autonomous status. So then there is under the provision under the NEP, you can give your own degree. Means it will be a standalone system, standalone institution affiliated to university, but the degrees are again awarded by the institution only.
So
So even
the percentage of
yeah,
flexibility will get increased.
not only flexibility, sir, responsibility also will get
Responsibility will
multiplied.
also come. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
sure,
will
sure.
get multiplied
Yeah. So you will be
because
much more
we are
responsible than VTO in that case.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Now another important thing that I have seen it on VTO, and probably since you are part of a VTO is having its own private wide area network. And all
Yes,
the
sir.
regional center along with all the affiliated colleges has been connected to this particular wide area network. So it's a private
Correct.
network, only will get used by VTU, its regional centers and the affiliated colleges. And not only that, students residing at different corner of the world will be able to get connected through a secured credential.
True, sir.
Now in
But
what part, yes, yes, go ahead, sir.
yeah, I mean, as you told about the online question paper delivery,
Uh,
so that is that network again. It is separate, sir. Apart
Acha.
from this, so their access is given to the particular system.
Hmm.
So their IP address and MAC addresses are mapped to the VTU system.
Yeah.
So question paper will be delivered to that system only.
So it means
If
that
I change
in
that, if I change that
it's
system, question paper will not be delivered.
so in case of a QPD, it's only through the wide area network of the university things are going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's really creditable in the
But
sense that because
again,
it's always a question of security when things are going to happen through a global network and that through internet.
yeah.
If it is a wide
Suppose
area
if
network,
there
it's
is
a
a
private one, things will be much more secure.
yeah, if there is a change in system,
Yes.
Suppose if I give the MAC address of this system
Yeah.
and it is mapped with VTU system, the question paper will be delivered to only this system. If any small change in that question paper, you will not receive the question paper.
So for those
So
who are
any,
listening, who will be listening this particular interview, the MAC address is the physical address of a machine. Your MAC address never changes, but your internet, your IP address might go on changing. So if you change the physical address, it means that if you are changing the machine, it means that you will not be getting the delivery of the question paper.
yes, and we also checked with the hacking of that. Even the people will be hacking the MAC address also.
Oh, how?
They do, sir.
Acha. So it means the hardware
Yeah.
replica they will create.
Yes, sir. Even in that case, also it has given the alert to us, our system, and we took care of that, how to resolve it.
So it means that the malpractices are happening even when
Yeah,
you are
but
trying to
also,
secure the technology with wide area
yes, sir.
network.
And also, again, sir, even by having that also,
Mm-hmm.
before the question paper delivery,
Uh-huh.
we will be VTU is sending the SMS
Uh,
a code, half of the code to principal
okay.
and half of the code to the examiner appointed by the VTU.
Huh.
So once they are matching, then only question paper will be downloaded.
Acha.
Otherwise, question paper will not be downloaded. So that is another level of security.
So it is 128-bit SSL sort of technology you are using for this.
Yes, sir.
So normally that for those who will be listening to this particular interview, it's a secure technology, third layer of technology, whereby uh, hacking is much more difficult. 128-bit encryption and decryption that
Not
normally
only
gets carried
difficult,
out.
it is not possible, sir.
Yeah. Yes, it will not be possible. Sure, sure. Yes,
Yes.
yes. You are exactly correct. Now
And
another.
even in our
Yes, sir.
autonomous college also,
Huh.
we are printing the question paper just half an hour before the examination.
Yeah.
Earlier to that, we will not be printing.
But still,
Just half an hour
uh,
before. Yes, sir.
uh, 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 still there
And
are
it is
chances of malpractices.
no, sir,
No.
because it is not available in any of the machine.
Yeah.
Whatever the formatted question paper is not available in any of the machine. So
Mm-hmm.
it is not possible to hack or copy something. It is not at all possible. So only that even controller of examination will be also knowing which question paper is going getting printed only after the selection.
Yeah.
So that selection we are doing it only for half an hour before. So we are also maintaining that level of
Yeah.
secrecy.
So what is important that I have learned it today is that it's not just establishing affiliating university, but at the same time, when you are going to use a technology, it has to be a secure technology that we should use, and that is where a wide area network, and that too in a private fashion, is going to play a very crucial role in order to administer the data as well as information.
Correct, sir.
Yeah, that's really great, sir. Now, are you thinking of dematting of degrees and then your grade sheet?
Sorry, sir.
Dematting of degrees, the way we are having the shares in a demat format, exactly in a
Huh.
similar fashion, in order to have the secrecy of that particular degree certificate or the mark sheet, those two organizations, one is CDSL and the second one is NSDL, they do carry out the dematting of degrees.
Yes, sir.
Are
It
you
is now.
thinking
It
of?
is under NEP. It is mandatory now.
Yes, it is mandatory, and you have to
It
upload it
should be
even on
available in
NAD.
the DigiLocker.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir. It should be
DigiLogger.
made available in the DigiLocker. Also, this one ABC, sir.
Yeah,
I hope you
exactly.
will be knowing that Academic Bank of Credit. So
Credit
whatever
transfer.
the credits which are earned by the student, that will be stored in his bank. So that is taken care by NSD, sir.
Yeah.
So we are already registered to NSD, and our students are also getting registered into the NSD, sir.
So
So
probably
through NSD, it is
your earlier degrees are already uploaded onto NAD prior to
yeah,
becoming uh, uh, autonomous institute.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
But it was done by VTU, sir.
VTU. Now it will be your responsibility. After 4 years, 3 years?
Yes, it is my responsibility to upload the data to the NSD
In
servers.
Acha. Okay, that's really great. Do you have your own data center, sir, at your place?
Yes, sir.
Along with the data center, the VTU is having
No, separate, sir. Standalone data center we have.
standalone data center. It means that your institute is having your own data center and VTU is having their own data center.
Yes, sir. Data center servers totally different. They are local.
Yeah. Now, another important thing that I have seen on the video platform, as such, it may be a part of the examination reform. It may not be the part of examination reform. The e-learning centers and the type of content that are available as far as video is concerned is enormous. Means as
Yes,
far
sir.
as technology is concerned, you name it and they have it.
Correct, sir.
So as a result, it becomes much more easier from the student perspective or even from the point of view of a faculty perspective to have an access to this particular e-content. So obviously, at the end of the day, the student who is the stakeholder and is the student who will be giving the examination. So will you just elaborate the type of e-content that has been generated there and in what particular fashion the student as well as the faculty are using it?
Sir, what system we have in VTU is VTU has identified and recognized the best ever faculty. So they are given a chance to develop the e-content. So they are uploaded into our server and they are made available to the any of the student or colleges, affiliated colleges, 24 bar 7 on the 365 days. So anytime they can access. And if you feel that your content is also good, you can approach VTU. So your content will be also shared with, developed in the our centers, sir. We have two e-content centers, e-learning center we call, one at Mysore and one at Bangalore, sir.
Okay. So you are having something in the form of a MOOC where you are using Swayam. Then you are having
Yes, sir.
open source content in the form of an NPTEL Swayam, as well as you are also, I think, having some sort of an MOU with MIT, OCW.
Yes, sir.
Probably VTU is having. So obviously you
Yes,
will
sir.
be getting an access to this MIT also. Then as far
Yes,
as
sir.
uh, uploading of thesis is concerned, you are also already connected to Shodh Ganga, that is InfluentNet. But in addition to that, probably VTU is having its own.
Sir,
Uh,
earlier we had our own research portal,
uh, uh, uh,
but as mandated by UGC, we have shifted to Shodh Ganga, sir.
Acha. So it's the parallel mechanism are going on still?
No, sir, we
No.
don't
So
have that.
you are restricted yourself to Shodh Ganga only.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Completely, we have migrated to Shodh Ganga.
Okay. And you are also having n number of books on that particular e-learning platform. That is
Sir,
from
just to bring to your kind information that, sir, we have a consortium kind of thing, sir.
okay.
So there we have a MOU with means all well-known publishers like IEEE,
Yeah.
all those means books, e-books, everything is available in our to all our affiliated system. So that we call it as VTU e-consortium.
Yeah. 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 So probably you have been
And
connect.
it is available at the cheaper rates, sir,
Yeah.
compared to if we go by individually.
Uh.
So individually, if I go with IEEE papers, everything, it is costing very high. So
Mm-hmm.
because of that, within 1 lakh, we are getting lot of e-contents
Yeah.
to
So you are.
all the students and faculty.
Mm-hmm. So I think
So because of that,
mm,
the research is happening in a very good rate.
yeah. So you have been collaborating with, I think, DOAB, that is Directory of Open Access Book. Then you are collaborating with Library Genesis. You are also
Yes, sir.
collaborating with Gutenberg, having 60,000 free books. Then
Yes,
you
sir.
are also having online journals. You are also having online tutorials. So n number of e-learning material that is available with not only with VTU, but everyone who has been a part of VTU, the affiliated colleges, the autonomous colleges, and everyone. So that's really a good thing to learn from this particular technological university, sir.
Yes, sir. I mean,
Yeah.
we should, means for this, in a way, means whatever the technical, this one, we should means remember Dr. Maheshappa,
Uh-huh.
former Vice Chancellor.
Yeah.
In his tenure only, these all
Things has happened.
systems have been happened, sir.
Mm-hmm. Great,
In
great.
fact, since I was very much associated with VTU,
Uh,
he spoke about multiple entry and multiple exit well before, sir, 10 years back.
oh, that was really great.
Now
So
it
people
was
are
brought in.
now, since it is becoming mandatory, the other universities are now following it. But you have already means he was thinking it at that
He,
particular point in time.
yeah, he thought of 10 years before.
Yeah,
But means there was no regulation by the UGC because we have to
exactly.
adhere to the UGC. Now UGC has brought into that regulation under NEP. So actually we should supposed to say thanks to NEP, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
But only the paining factor is it is not so properly implemented as the NEP document speaks.
Things are still not clear to the university or to the institute that in what particular fashion it has to be implemented or it will
Very
get
much,
implemented.
very much true, sir.
Now again, the question that I want to ask you, since you also belong to a technological university, I also belong to technological
Yes,
university.
sir.
Now, when it comes to doing something that is related with humanities or economics or some other thing, where exactly we'll have to approach?
Yeah, sir. No,
Because we
actually
will
it
not
is.
be having the faculty in humanities, the social sciences, or arts or fine arts, something like that. And if the engineering student wants to do something which is related with this particular faculty,
Sir, there is an answer in NEP document only. You need to have a cluster, sir.
exactly.
Cluster with a nearby organization. So you need to have a proper communication between your institute and that institute, so that because credit need to be transferred, sir.
Exactly. That is where the ABSC will be
As
playing a
a
crucial role.
yeah, as an autonomous system, we can do it, sir.
Yeah.
But at the university level, that MOU should happen between the university and that institution.
So university to university MOU or university to institute MOU.
Yes. Now,
So
being an autonomous, we have the flexibility to have that MOU,
exactly.
and we can send our students for their for the whatever the multidisciplinary courses. Even their students can also take the multidisciplinary courses. So the credit is transferred. That's what it's the beauty of NEP is nice, sir.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it is not implementing in whatever the fashion it is desiring.
So whatever the documentation says, still a long way to
Yes, sir.
go.
Yes, sir.
But do
Very
you
true.
think that it's going to play it will be a game changer as far as academics is concerned in India?
Yeah, very definitely, sir. Very definitely, it will have its own impact, and but again, sir. But what everybody is thinking means whatever the feedback I'm having is everybody is thinking that it is a burden. It is not so. It should be taken in a positive sense. Right. Again, sir, because of the political this
Yeah,
one,
exactly.
they are simply opposing. Because of that opposition, you may be knowing that about the vaccine, what happened to the COVID vaccine. Same way, NEP is also having that negative impact because of the political scenario. But to the as a teachers and academicians, I know it is very much required, sir, because of the changing in trend of the whatever the scenario in across the world. This concept would have been done well before, sir.
So
Just to share with you.
Yeah.
One of our former dean,
Mm-hmm.
VTU dean, Dr.
Mm.
D.H. Rao,
Mm.
he has two PhDs.
Mm.
One of the PhD is in science, another PhD is in management. So he took, it is in Canada. It's a management's PhD from Canada, sir.
Mm-hmm.
One of the coursework subject was Sanskrit.
Mm.
That is in Canada. The another coursework was music, sir, for the management doctoral degree.
So at that time, already they have done this particular ABC and all such sorts of things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that should happen properly here so that our students will be getting benefit.
Exactly, exactly.
Even you can have a collaboration with the foreign universities. So
True.
whatever the means cost incurred on now students now, that will be brought down to the maximum greater extent, sir.
It will
For
get
example,
minimized.
if anybody wants to have a MS in foreign universities, now it is costing around, as I know, it is costing around 1 crore.
Yeah,
So if you have the proper collaboration, it may be brought down to 20 lakhs, sir.
exactly.
Even VTU is thinking of that, sir, global campus kind of thing.
Acha. Great.
It was set up office now, but it has to work out.
Yeah. Yeah, I have seen somewhere on the video website. I already read it today
Yeah,
itself, I think, probably.
global campus
Global campus.
global yeah, campus thing of concept is they are bringing down.
So that's why they are the pioneer.
Yes,
Now, the next question that arises, sir, is from the point of view of the malpractices. Now,
yes,
whether
sir.
it's the examination through technology. Yesterday, I was discussing with Bina madam, and they have taken the examination to the next level. They are using tab straight away with the help of a stylus. Students are writing the answer sheets and all those things. So no need to even carrying out the on-screen evaluation is there, but no need to carry out the scanning and all those things. So even there, cheating does happen, malpractices does happen, and obviously, as far as paper pencil or paper pen is concerned, there also malpractices does happen. Now, you as a controller of examination, or even when you were in VTU, what the
Yes, sir.
mechanism VTU used to have as far as malpractices is concerned?
Sir, we have flying squads,
Hmm.
but to some extent it is happening. And also some consideration, they may leave the students also.
Hmm.
But that is happening. But as you said, sir, I have gone through that system. Only the problem with that stylus system is affordable.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
are a little costly,
Costly.
and the students cream whatever we are getting, they are not able to afford it. That's only the problem. However,
Yes,
you can avoid the malpractices if you use it.
exactly.
You can avoid the malpractices to 100% extent if we are able to afford that stylus kind of systems, because the systems will be with the controller of examination, so they cannot copy the things on that, and they cannot save anything on that. So whatever the scribe you do, that will be directly stored into the
Yeah,
server.
server, data server. Exactly.
So you can have the security level. It cannot be. I mean, their malpractice can be 100% avoided. But the problem is affordability.
As a technocrat, do you still think that the technology will also be having some sort of a say even in malpractices to avoid it?
Yes, sir. Sure. I will stand with you, sir.
Other than CCTV, can we go with some sort of a IoT based things?
CCTV, sir. One more thing. I mean, I am a strong believer of a self ethical person.
Integrity and self ethics.
Whatever the laws you make, whatever the system you bring, if you are not ethical, you can do anything.
Exactly.
If you are ethical, everything can be stopped, sir.
Exactly.
That
Uh,
should inculcate in, among us. Then everything will go in right fashion. But today's scenario, it is very difficult, sir. in yesterday in one of the, unless whatever the system you have, sir, they're all man-made systems. That's what I believe, sir. Strongly, I believe.
Now the malpractices at BTech and MTech level, and that too in examination in a paper pencil form, to the malpractices at the PhD level in the form of plagiarism.
Yogesh sir, Yogesh sir,
Yeah.
uh, just I want to add up one thing.
Yes, yes, go
As sir
ahead.
is saying, because I have worked in Bihar 1 year as a deputy controller of examination. So I have seen so much cases about malpractice and management in just saying you have to allow this. So sometimes I feel very bad as being a deputy controller of examination, how I can allow this. But
Yeah.
due to some external pressure, due to pressure from the management, no, you have to allow this because this is practice in Bihar. So that's the main reason I have left that job there. Only
Yeah.
due to this, because being a deputy controller of examination, my ethics is not allowing this.
Exactly.
How I can say to student ki just do cheating and I will take care of this. So due to this nature of job, sir, I quit my job there in Bihar. So I am totally agree with Vaman sir what he is saying about the Eastern UP and Bihar. This is going on, sir, and this is not in our hand. This is totally operated by management team to what they want, and because there is a fundamental concept, if we are allowing the cheating concept, then we can get more admission. But that is not true, because there are many university which are doing very good in academic, and they are also generating admission, and some university who are just doing this practice day by day, year by year, just decreasing the admission. But this is a myth. If we are allowing cheating, we are going to get more admission. So I am not agree with this concept, but I have seen this in, especially in Bihar and Eastern UP. You can say this.
No, it's
So I
not
am
on.
totally
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You are right, sir. But it's not only in UP or Bihar, but even in other places also, these practices are happening. Even in
but
the
sir,
10th SSC
but
board or
sir, there is
HSC
some
board.
limitation.
Yeah,
But sir, there is some limitation. You know, in Bihar, in BEd examination, I have seen management just saying he just allow the book also. So this is, part the limit in especially
yes,
in case of BEd and the pharma. So this is no, there should be limitation for everything. I think if you are crossing the limitation, this is not okay, sir, because we are in the education field and how we can do this. So sometimes this happen, but okay,
so
sir.
obviously
Go ahead.
Pradeep,
those
sir.
ethics, the integrity has to come from the principal, then the people in the form of the faculty, the teaching, the non-teaching faculty who are working there. From there itself, it should start.
Sir, one thing is this is all happening because earlier we used to have means maximum of moral chapters in our curriculum, sir.
Exactly.
In our basic curriculum, that is in the primary level, everything. So we will be having that moral stories of Harish Chandra, Kanakdas, and all, sir. Even Patel,
Yes,
Kalam's. But those are greatly missing in the new curriculum, sir. That is one factor. It is all happening. So at least NEP it has to think of this factor also to bring in moral education, sir, at the very primary level.
primary level. Exactly.
Yes, sir, at very primary level. So at maybe at up to second standard, if these are moral education is inculcated, so
Exactly.
then definitely we need not worry about this.
The
So
moral
that
should
is the
be
missing.
exactly,
This
exactly,
is
sir.
the
Go ahead, go
missing
ahead.
link, sir. Then
The,
this is the missing link.
exactly.
We used to have, sir.
Yes,
So
yes. You're
till now, we respect our teachers.
exactly.
We respect our elders. So just if you means I don't know, sir, what is happening in Maharashtra, but whatever the things I am getting year by year, that is missing, sir.
Exactly.
Students are not giving the respect to the teachers. So we old teachers will get some irritation.
Yeah.
Irritated we
Yes,
get. We
yes.
get
It's true, sir. And it's a great observation that you have done, sir. It's not only at your place, but everywhere these things are happening, sir.
Yes, sir. That's a major problem. And one more issue is what I found is after Corona, the students are means they are using the technology for other things rather than the education.
Exactly. Instead of
That's
using
one
it
more
for
problem.
good purpose, they are using it for bad purpose.
Yes, sir. That's why Modi ji said that on that day you need to have a digital fasting at least 1 day per week.
Yes,
Yes.
that's true.
And Pradeep sir, I am just curious to know
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
uh, whatever the IAS and IPS is from Bihar and UP, sir.
Maximum,
Maximum number of IAS
maximum.
and IPS are UP. Even then,
Yes,
how it
sir.
is happening?
Yes, sir. One thing, main thing about Biharis, sir, they are very hardworking. Only they just take admission in university for only for BA degree. Otherwise, they are just preparing after passing the high school because they are devoting their whole time for preparing for examination, government examination. Only they take admission in, in university to getting a qualification degree. At least they can appear in the IES and IPS examination. Only what happens is just take admission and day of the examination they just arrive at the university, and university also provides facility. Yes, you can sit in the room, just close the room from the front side and then you can do it. So that's just they're doing. That's why main reasons, because sir, in my 1 year tenure, always I used to think ki how such number of IAS and IPS is just coming from the Bihar. Then just I talk to some people ki how it is happened. Then just tell me ki because they take admission only for getting a BA degree. Otherwise, they are preparing for government examination, living in Patna, in living in Prayagraj, in living in Delhi. So they are mostly hardworking. They are not smart but hardworking. But
Oh,
now this trending changing, sir. Within last 5 years, you can find data. Now Bihar is decreasing. Number of IAS people decreasing because now this is overtaken
Understood.
by some IIT and people who are doing MBA for IAM. They are just covering up now. So maybe I think they are hardworking. This is main reason, and that's why, sir.
yes,
Just
sir.
to add,
Correct.
and sorry to say that whatever the
Mhm.
things that has been mentioned by Pradeep Kumar Yadav, this culture is getting percolated. So even at the 12th level, sir, hardly students are going to junior college in order to do their practicals and lecture. Everything is class based nowadays, sir. Some sort of
Correct,
a
sir.
tie up they are having with the class, and they hardly go to the college in order to do even the practicals also, sir.
True, sir. It's
So
happening.
so
In
that
Bangalore, it's
yes.
Bangalore and Mangalore, it is happening at a greater extent.
Yes, even in Maharashtra, sir, everywhere in all cities, sir, there is
But
a tie-up of a.
model is not correct, sir.
Yes, it's not
In my
correct, sir.
view, sir.
No, no, such a sort of a model should not at all exist, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, one thing,
Government.
sir, one thing, sir, in Rajasthan, I have seen the culture of dummy classes. What happens is students just take admission in class 10 and they are preparing for IIT and NEET examination. What they are doing, they are only giving a final examination because there is a tie-up between school and coaching institute, and they are providing such facility. So students are not attending any class in 10th and 12th, just they are filling the board examination form, they are paying the examination because there are tie-up between institute and coaching institute. So this is happening. So
Yes, sir. In Bangalore, you are coming means that tie-up is only for examination purpose, sir. So because board exam is given to
exactly.
the recognized schools and colleges. So other education will happen in the means in the tuition classes only.
The
So that's
quota
why.
fact the quota factory has percolated in every state of India.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
But I think now it is a failure, sir. Quota factory. What I heard
yes, sir.
is.
Yes, yes, sir.
True, true. Now the point that I was mentioning, sir, the malpractices in a paper pen examination to malpractices at PhD level. So what sort of a plagiarism, what percentage of plagiarism that is supported by VTU and probably by your institute, sir?
Sir, for the regular exams, we don't have a plagiarism, sir. However,
Uh,
for research, we're, yes,
I'm talking about PhD only, sir. For the
yeah,
thesis
we
and
have a, yeah, we have a Turnitin, sir.
yeah,
We
Turnitin.
use the Turnitin software.
Hmm.
There, plagiarism is allowed up to 25%.
Yeah.
So beyond that, it will be straight away rejected by the software system only, sir.
Now,
The
as
report
long,
will be,
yeah, yeah. Now, as long as the medium of instruction is English, sir, then Turnitin or Urkund or whatever these plagiarism software that are available in the market, we are able to use it. We as an administrator are able to use it. But when it comes to regional languages, we don't have this particular facility to check the plagiarism. And the large sort of malpractices does happen with these regional languages, sir.
true, sir. But what I heard from for that, sir, the
Mm-hmm.
AICT and UGC is working on the regional languages because of this only. So in AICT is allowing means book writing in regional languages.
They are
So
already
it
started
is
as such
bringing
for
down.
engineering, for diploma. Already books are coming in regional languages.
Yes, sir. No, to have this application only, they are doing it.
Okay.
The background work of means former AICT chairman, Dr. Anil
Yeah.
Sahasrabudhe, is
Yes.
that
Yes.
only.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I had a blessing to speak to him for a long time when I was in VTU, when I was associated with VTU, sir.
See, when I was in Aurangabad, working as a director, board of examination and evaluation, he was the chief guest for my convocation, sir.
Oh, okay, okay.
Also from Maharashtra, he was with College of Engineering, Pune also.
Yeah,
So
he did a
he's a
great thing in Maharashtra.
great personality. Now, being a technocrat, sir, the question that always comes to mind when it comes to something in the form of a physically handicapped person or who is uh, physically impaired, not able to see, not able to hear, or not able to means when the senses are not working. So the government of India has come up with the WCAG sort of a compliance, whereby we will be having the website development based on web content accessibility guidelines. But hardly
Yes.
any university is having such a sort of a technique as far as this WCAG content is concerned. So
Now in our
at
no,
VTU
sir,
or
not
at your university, are you following this?
no, not it started, sir. This
But
concept is not yet started.
thinking from that particular perspective in future?
Yes, sir. I think they are working on it, sir.
Yeah.
So it's good thing, sir. Whatever they are means bringing down, it is a good
Yeah.
thing. So that differently abled candidates may pursue technical courses or non-technical courses.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now to end with, sir, not necessarily it has to be based on examination reforms, but you as a controller of examination or in your earlier days, wherever you might have worked, what do you think is the best practices that has been carried out by you, sir? Which is unique for that particular institute or for that particular university, and which may not have become a part of other universities, so that the other university or other universities will be able to learn from you.
Sir, one thing is digital evaluation.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Uh,
the best practice
hmm.
we have is digital evaluation and
Mm-hmm.
bringing down many of the technologies into examination as well as academic this one. We have the online affiliation software, sir.
Huh. Yeah.
VTU has online affiliation software,
Mm-hmm.
and happy to share with that. I was a chief coordinator for all the universities in Karnataka for that development.
Great.
I was means nominated by the Higher Education Council of Karnataka
Mm-hmm.
as a chief coordinator. Means we developed online affiliation software. So there we used to have the whatever the requirements for the engineering college, online rate checking only,
Yeah.
online data verification, everything. So we used to have that, sir.
Now, one
Even
more. Yes, sir.
earlier there was a practice of duplicating the faculty, sir, in Karnataka.
Oh, yes, and most of the private colleges used
Dr.
to do
Yogesh
it.
Patil was born in one institution, and same Yogesh Patil will be in the
Exactly,
other
exactly.
institution.
So it's still
So
happening, sir. When the NAT committee or the
yes,
NBA committee is coming, a lot of private colleges are still doing this mischief, sir. The
but
malpractices.
we reduced to great extent, sir,
So it's because of
by this
technology only.
yeah, technology and Aadhaar number, everything.
Yes,
We
great.
reduced it to great number, great extent, greater extent.
So the same person
And,
working at multiple places.
yes, sir.
Hmm.
We used to get it, sir. That
Yeah.
data we will be used to get it. And one more thing, sir, where again the concern is the exams, since the meeting is about the examination reforms,
Uh,
the levels of difficulty levels are not
yes.
properly built in the question paper.
Actually,
So,
I missed that particular point. I was supposed to ask you this particular thing. And from the technological perspective, now many times it happens that we are having the curriculum, the unitization of syllabi, but the question paper that is getting set is not according to the unitization that has been carried out in the syllabi. The POs and the COs not at all matching. So do you think that if a template is given by the system whereby the pattern will get fixed, the unitization will get fixed, and if you are having something in the form of a question bank in the sense that on every unit, whatever questions that are possible with all sorts of level, if that is existing with the university, why not? Technology will be playing a role of taking those particular question, integrating into that particular template, and generating a question paper.
so that I agree with you, sir. But again, there was a debate that then what is the meaning of autonomy? The instructor is not having that flexibility to set his paper. So here, we as a teachers, we should inculcate that means practice of setting the papers, meeting to the particular what levels.
Yeah.
Not only that, sir.
Mm.
One more thing, what the mistake we are doing is
Mm.
we are not giving the weightage to the work. We are giving the weightage to only the write-ups.
Yeah.
Sir, that Viva kind of thing was
Weightage to the work of what?
any works. Means, for
Okay.
example, the
Right.
projects.
Huh.
We are giving only the how the project report has prepared, but we are failing to means giving the weightage to whether he is having the work means understood the work properly or not. We are looking at
Exactly.
only the results, sir. If the result you are getting the result, whatever the for the project, we are giving the maximum weightage rather than the effort where the result is not available.
Exactly.
So this is the problem. Means problem is happening in the assessment, sir. So as a exam, I mean controller of examiner, this is my very paining concern. We need to give the what weightage for the effort, not for the
Exactly.
result, because within a 6 months or 3 months of time, it is hardly impossible to build a project. Means build a systems.
True, sir. That's
That's
a very valid point that you have mentioned. And just prior to concluding this particular session, now we as an administrator, you might have even observed it in video, and now as a controller of examination, waste lot of time in answering the queries, and that too coming from n number of stakeholders. Might be a student, might be a faculty, might be parents, or the principals of affiliated colleges, the faculty, the teaching, the non-teaching staff. And most of the questions that are getting raised are the same sort of a questions. And we have to
yes.
answer the same thing again and again. So why not to have something in the form of a chatbot or some sort of a assistant, online assistant, who will be answering these queries or this particular question, and we will be much more concentrating on our work.
Yes, sir. True. I agree with you. We need to have that kind of system, sir. So even it's a great suggestion. And also one way it is, but it is better to have a FAQ, sir.
Yeah. So,
Chatbot and FAQ is better. robotic means we have now AI and ML that can be brought
Yes,
into
exactly.
that, and we can reduce that.
So now you, yes, yes, yes. Go ahead, sir.
We can reduce that, sir. Whatever you told about it.
So if you're having a chatbot or something like that, even FAQ will get created automatically from it, sir. So
True, sir.
the type of technology that has come up, whatever the things that are happening on the chatbot, obviously a PDF that gets created for it. So straight away we can make it as an FAQ also.
Sure, sir. Definitely.
Yeah.
But
So
for that,
yes, yes,
the parents should be much aware of that.
aware of that. Should be literate
Aware of
also.
that, accommodated to that system.
Exactly, exactly. So thank you, sir. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for accepting my invitation. And it was a very
Welcome to
fruitful
the field.
interaction. So, one technological university interacting with another technological university. It was a great interaction. It was a fruitful interaction. Very valid points that has been mentioned in this particular discussion. Lot of things to take from you. Lot of things to take from even with you. Sir, one more point that I have missed. One of the thing that has been implemented at VTU, the electronic document delivery and trading tracking system.
That's what I told, sir.
If you elaborate it, then it will
Yes,
be
sir.
good for those who will be listening this particular interview later on, sir.
Sir, already I brought out this point, sir. We are giving the PDC, everything, all the documents online. Only students need to means
Sir,
apply through
not
the online.
just don't mention about the PDC, but even the files that are going from one table to another. If you
Yes, sir.
mention that
Means all
also,
that is automated, sir. Now,
yeah,
just I took an example of
yeah,
PDC. All those, what if you want the mass card, if you want the
exactly.
migration letter, all those are through that electronic delivery system, sir.
So from the system
Just
itself,
like,
we will be knowing where exactly the file is pending.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Not only pending, student will be directly getting within
yes,
1 or 2 days, they will be receiving their document.
yes, exactly. So a lot of good thing that has been implemented at VTU, and that's the reason they are the pioneers as far as good
Yes, sir.
implementation and concern, and the others will be definitely following. So
Sure, sir.
once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for
Sir,
accepting the invitation.
no, sir. Let me thank you for recognizing me and having this interact, giving this platform for the interaction. I also came to know a lot of things.
So it's
I thank you very much, sir. Thank you
thanks
very
a
much.
lot. It's a pleasure, sir.
So,
And
let's our this relation goes on, sir.
yes, sure, sir. Definitely, it will continue. We'll continue it, and we'll from the point of view of not only from the point of view of technology, but even from the point of view of a technological university, we'll continue it, and
Sure,
we'll
sir.
help even the other universities also.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you.
Whatever the help from the university side, also, I am ready to
Yes, sure,
extend my
sir.
help,
Yes.
support to
Thank you,
that.
sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I will share the video on your mail, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.